What's up, guys? Run Good Vapes coming at you with a tank review. This one's probably going to be pretty quick, pretty simple, but we're going to go over the pros and cons to the Cleito 120 from Aspire. It is a cloud chucking machine. So first and foremost, you guys have seen the Cleito video, and if you haven't, go watch it. I am absolutely in love with the Aspire Cleito. I think the coil quality has degraded over time, but I still use the Cleito on a regular basis. It was a great tank. Aspire changed the game with the Cleito, and since then have made great drastic improvements. Brought out the Evo, the Atlantis Evo Extended Kit, 2mm or 4mm. Also a review up on that on the channel. Excellent tank. Unbelievable flavor on high VG juices. They took the greatest things from the Cleito and the Atlantis, and they turned it into the Atlantis Evo, which was great. And another new tank from Aspire, the Cleito 120 has maximized other potentials. One thing I absolutely love about the Cleito 120, this is a 25mm tank, fits perfectly on the IPv6X. Unbelievable. I absolutely love it. It fits good, it looks good, but most importantly, it chucks good. So in all intensive purposes, this is just going to be a much larger Cleito with a much larger coil. The coils are 0.16, I believe Canthal Clapton's 0.16, rated for 100 to 120 watt usage. I've heard some people running it, 80 watts, still enjoyable. In fact, you know what? Right on here, I haven't done it yet. Let's vape this at 80 watts and see what she does. Still puts out good clouds. Flavor's not anywhere near as impeccable as at 100 watts. I'm vaping today at 105 watts. On the new root beer flavor from Swell, it's an e-liquid line from Generation V in Omaha and Lincoln, a 4-store change. They brought out a line called Swell that is unbelievable. And their root beer float is just fantastic. It's spot on like A&W root beer. But we're going to be vaping at 105 watts on this, and the coil just takes it like a champ and chucks clouds. So the only difference between the Cleito 120 and the Cleito is that it's going to be a lot bigger. The coils are massive. It still holds 4 milliliters of juice around that coil because the coil is so big. And the only other difference I'm going to show you guys real quick is it comes off. I choose to use it just like the Cleito. I spin the whole top off and I just fill the juice just like the Cleito in the sidewell. But the top also comes apart. The only, and you can put it through a little juice well hole. If this came apart, you could feed in through that juice hole. The only thing I found is after I did that once, these two tend to stick together. They're hard to get them apart, so I just don't bother with it. It's a really small juice well anyway. Juice gets stuck in there, like right now there's juice in there. It's just hard to use, so I just unscrew the whole thing right off and fill it just like the Cleito, which is super easy. There's no problem with that. I am going to have to take that apart and clean it sometime just so there's not a bunch of juice stuck in there. But it works fine like that. It works even better. I don't even know why they did that. They should have made that one piece and just screw on, screw off, just like the Cleito. But it works like that anyway, so not a big downfall for me because it is easy to get off in one piece. It actually, anytime you unscrew it, the whole thing comes off, so it's perfect. Fills it just like the Cleito. The juice well, or the juice flow control, the juice flow holes in there are just massive. They're just like the Cleito, but much larger, and it chucks clouds. Chucks clouds. Coils are going to be a little bit more expensive. They're massive, but Pyrex glass, stainless steel, super awesome. Comes in a similar case to the Cleito, just a little bigger. And let's go back and find out what all comes in here. A little warranty card, a small sheet, a vape band. Oh, you know what? Fight to vape. Hashtag fight to vape. Aspire. I like that. I almost bought one because I had this out at a huge vape event here in Des Moines yesterday, and I wanted to have a vape band on it just because it is such a big tank. I do not want to break the Pyrex glass in this. But I forgot Aspire started including vape bands. So we're going to throw this on here right now. Also included with this tank is going to be a backup 0.16 coil. Unlike other Cleito tanks that offer two different options on coils, this is only going to be that 0.16 that comes with it. Man, that even looks good with that on there. Fight to vape. I love it. Awesome hashtag Aspire. Big props to you for that. But comes with another 0.16 backup coil and a backup Pyrex glass. So super awesome there. We don't have any of those cooling top rubbery things that come with the Cleito or the Cleito Evo. But I haven't found you need it. It's a cool vape. What's crazy is I'm not a high wattage vapor, but running at 100, 105, 110, 120 watts has not been a problem. Very cool, still vape. Not very intense, not too hot. Perfect vape for me. The only downfall is, for me, it's not really a downfall. I have a lot of juice. I get juice all the time. I'm on the road selling my own e-liquid and the companies I distro for a lot. So I get a lot of juice thrown at me from here, there, and everywhere. So for me, it's not a big downfall to go through a crap ton of juice. But for those that have to watch their budget, when it comes to vaping, the Cleito 120 might not be for you just because you go through a lot of juice. You can go through 4 mils in an hour easy. You can go through a 30 mil a day easy. I mean, it uses a lot of juice, but it allows you to chuck some serious clouds. That's just a quick standard easy pull. Clouds are obviously much larger than smaller tanks. So pretty good on that. It's handled high VG very well. And another thing that comes with vaping at 100, 105, 110, 120 watts is your battery life will suffer. I'm usually a 40 to 50 watt vapor. I use that Aspire Atlantis Evo quite a bit. I use the Cleito a lot. That 40 to 50 range is perfect for me. This does provide much more intense flavor at the higher wattage, but it also increases your battery drain. So something to keep in mind when you are looking at the Cleito 120 is it goes through a lot of juice. And that is an understatement. I cannot stress that enough. It goes through a ton of juice. So keep that in mind when you're checking out the Cleito 120. Other than that, it performs like a champ. Very impressed. The airflow holes are massive, and it just performs extremely well. So we're not going to go close up because we pretty much know what the Cleito looks like, but it is pretty much a big ass Cleito. This tank was provided for the purpose of the review by Direct Vapor. Thank you guys for sending that out, and the IPv6X, which is going to be going up shortly for you guys to check out. We're doing a close-up going over the SXJ chip in there as well. But they have this listed on their website at $25.95, super fair price for what this does. So if you're interested in checking out a Cleito 120, head on over to Direct Vapor or support your local shop. So, as always, guys, if you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, check out the future videos. If you're new to the channel, check out the old videos. If you didn't like what you hear, hit the thumbs down. Tell me what you didn't like. I do things a different way, but it works. It's what I like to do. I don't do this to make money or for the subs or for the views. I own a distro company and an e-liquid line. I do this stuff because I love it, guys. So, thanks for all the support. Thanks for all you guys do. You guys keep my life entertaining. I love reading the comments. But, as always, guys, vape on.